What's good, everybody? Happy Tuesday already. Great day for the overall stock market. Earnings season continues to drive the stock market as it should, right? When we go back in time, and you remember we were doing videos on the whole presidential thing, and well, we didn't do Syria, but all the last few months, all this back and forth in Washington, we kept saying the markets are responding in the short term to Washington, but in the long term, they focus on earnings, right? The stock market only really grows because companies grow. So right now, going into earnings season, we're seeing that. The companies that have reported earnings have done well. They're showing growth for the most part. And so the stock market's rewarding them for that. And that's why we have the markets going higher. We're going to go over to the charts, do this fairly quickly for you. If you take a look at the Dow today, the Dow added 215 points total. Very nice day for the Dow. The S&P was higher by 28. And the Nasdaq added 124. Your tech stocks did really, really well today. Why was that? That's because Netflix reported earnings, and that was the big one that was focused on by the media today. One of the big ones. Netflix just killed it, right? The analysts that follow this stock are struggling to keep up with the company. It's like they're growing faster than analysts can upgrade the stock. In fact, when the company reported earnings today, well, the stock shot up 9.19%. But when the company reported earnings today, 12 different analysts, I think that's a record, upgraded the stock, just trying to upgrade their price, their targets and everything. They are behind trying to keep up with Netflix. Subscriber growth, that's always the big focus for Netflix. Netflix says they added 1.96 million subscribers in the US, 5.46 million subscribers globally, outside of the US, and that was much better than everybody expected. So unbelievable there for Netflix. The stock, believe it or not, is higher by over 60% this year alone, just for 2018. So well done there, President Panda, making some money on Netflix today. Because of that, tech stocks in your portfolio are going to be the best performer today. So if you're looking in our retirement portfolios that we manage for you, your tech stocks, those are going to be your leader. Even better news, kind of odd, this doesn't normally happen and not something I normally cheer on, but every single holding in any one of your portfolios that you may have with us is positive. Every single holding inside there had a green day today. So very, very strong day. Tech leading the way as the big focus. Banks, let's go over to banks because not much happened in the bank stocks today. This was all tech driven today. Banks were higher for a little while. They closed the end of the day down, which kind of pulled the markets back a little, but that's okay. Reason why? For some reason, I don't have a good answer for you. For some reason, the bank stocks are reporting earnings, and as they report good earnings, I'll say good lightly, but good earnings, investors are selling off the stocks. Well, today was Goldman Sachs' turn. Remember, we had last week JP Morgan. That stock sold off. You can see it on the charts when they reported earnings. Wells Fargo, not so much of a surprise, but that stock sold off. Bank of America, that stock sold off. Goldman Sachs reports today, great earnings. That stock sells off. So someone or some group of people are thinking, hey, let's sell into this good news. I'll point out again, Goldman Sachs, yet another bank that had record trading profits from equities. And I want you guys to remember this, and if you're listening, pay close attention right here, okay? This one is really important. Remember, we went about early February, well, you could see it on the chart. Early February, when the market started falling pretty aggressively, there was a report that came out. Goldman Sachs, a couple of their traders kind of, vocally said, hey, look, the markets are falling apart. And we've had to pull traders from other departments to put them on our trading desk because the corporations, the corporate customers that they have were flooding their phone lines telling them, we want to buy this dip. We want every last penny in this dip. And so while the retail side was panicking and selling, the corporate side couldn't keep up with the business. What does that tell you? That tells you that when people are panicking, you should be in there buying too. I don't know if it was a good place to buy long term, but we'll find out. So when that fell, Goldman Sachs traded their butts off that day, and it shows because they killed it on their trading revenues for this last quarter. So very, very important. Keep that in mind. Next time the markets fall, while others are panicking, you need to be diving in there. United Healthcare, that was also higher today. They had earnings report. They reported their earnings. Technically, if you're a technical trader, that broke out of a really sloppy range, but still a decent little breakout there relative to what the rest of the world is offering right now. So traders excited about that. The company also announced forward, guidance going forward that was better than expected. So they were very, very upbeat about that. Other stocks I'll point out, Walmart, was that up? Yeah, it was up 1.2% today. Walmart's changing their website. So the deal here is the company said that they were going to change their website to kind of get rid of that sort of nasty looking, trashy kind of a look, and something more favorable to like a luxury thing. And one of the sneaky tricks they're going to do is they're going to start promoting more expensive products and more higher end products too. So you feel like Walmart's more of a classy name. I did a quick check before we started here. If we look at the website, this is their most recent adjustment. When I look at the website, I saw the first thing here, we've got spring. That looks nice. Okay, we're buying like the normal Walmart stuff. Oh, now they're putting jewelry in there. That's kind of interesting. More personalized stuff. And then as you scroll down, here's our featured items. This is where you're going to see a lot of the action. They're selling a $1,300 computer, a $1,500 computer, a little bike, just so you know they got bikes. All this expensive stuff in here. And as they change it, they're trying to make this look a little more high-end. They're going to be using products from Lord & Taylor and along with some other bigger names to try to make themselves look a little more high-end. I give them credit. That's pretty cool. But that doesn't really affect you guys too much. Just thought that was interesting. If we go back to your retirement investments, anything that's invested directly in the stock markets did well today. Big, large cap, small cap, all of the in-between caps did really, really well. Commodities have done really well. They actually just popped up there a little bit more today, so that looks good. Basically, well, not basically, absolutely everything in your retirement investments popped today, even good old REITs. So that's that. Coming up, we've got IBM reporting earnings. If you're interested, sometimes I know a lot of you have IBM stock. Actually, they already reported. IBM is down about 4% after the close here. Transportation stocks will be reporting. CSX reported, and the stock's already up 4%. And that's it. If we go over to consumer staples, they did well today. Good. Yeah, I mean, not consumer staples, consumer discretionary. That's what I want to look at. That was one of the big movers today if you're invested in that category. Basically just pretty much good all the way around unless you were only invested in the banks, and then you probably felt a little bit left out on that one there. So I'm going to wrap it up there. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for sharing. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Is this something interesting? Should we keep doing this daily live update, or should this be a Friday afternoon thing? You can tell I'm trying to see, gauge, just see how much you guys like this. Otherwise, if you have any questions, anything about your retirement accounts, anything that has to do with investing, you think we might be a good fit for you at Jazz Wealth, you know where to find us, jazzwealth.com. Click Chat with Jazz up at the top, and that's all I got. We'll talk to you soon.